Hey, hey, it's Pat, and we are back. That's right, we've got more Satisfactory for you. I know it's been a little while, and it's not that I haven't been playing, just haven't been recording. Been a little bit sick lately, and I gotta say, I'm feeling a whole heck of a lot better. So, today is gonna be a bit of a catch up. That's right, our summary video. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter one here. I've been cranking away, unlocked a couple of things, and figured I'd show off the sometimes I lay decent pipe here, but sometimes just a spaghetti monster. If you want to see how the series has been unfolding, go ahead check out our playlist down below, or hit subscribe. That way you can get notified of new videos coming out. So over here you'll see I've expanded our catwalk a little bit, and along with that I expanded some of this piping. You'll probably wonder why we've got compacted coal coming in. Well, that's in fact because we've got turbo fuel. Yes, that's right. We unlocked and are now producing turbo fuel. I love this stuff. I gotta say, it gives you a nice, good boost. It's definitely far better propellant. You really get going. I mean, just look at that. You fly so high and so fast. It's definitely a nice upgrade. Got that piped into a couple fuel generators because I was just making so dang much of this stuff, and honestly I've got a bit of a surplus of it right now. So what I've been doing is just putting it into packages and storing a bunch of it. Then I come over, get whatever I need, and pop back down the way here because I've got an auto sync. Yeah, that's right. All the fuel that I was making before and consuming, I actually don't even store now. There is no reason ever for me to use fuel again now that I've unlocked and utilized in turbo fuel. So I just sink it into here. I've also got way too much compacted coal, so I have a smart. Oh no, this is petroleum coke. To be able to get rid of the residual fuel, there's a byproduct, heavy oil residue. So to be able to get rid of it and keep my refinery set up here, I just have this cranking away making petroleum coke, and it just sends it right into the sink. So while I've been doing this, I've actually got a bunch unlocked already. As you can see, this is 2.6 million to be able to get my next coupon. So let me take the last one here. I've only got one coupon on me right now. That's because I've bought pretty much everything in the shop at this point. The only things left are, I think, under the customizer. Yeah, I've got a couple floor plans here. 2 floor plans left to unlock, and then it's all the specials. I do have a boombox somewhere. Thing's kind of ridiculous. I don't even think it's worth it. It is cool though. You get to control the music as you're playing, so that's entertaining. I'm going to start getting these statues. It's easy enough. I mean, just something to waste my money on. I don't need to buy any of these filters, any of those parts. And as you can see in the top right corner by Logistics Mark V, yeah, I still have not done anything with aluminum. I've kind of just been maintaining and kind of upgrading stuff a little bit here and there. So, yeah, like I said, we've got the turbo fuel unlocked here. Everything's just cranking away. Looks pretty good. I gotta say, we're at a great point. Our circuit board manufacturing is cranking right along. And as you might have noticed, I installed a mod or two. Yeah, I've got a huge inventory space now. I figured I'm at the point in the game where, realistically, I shouldn't have to be beholden to a small inventory space anymore. It's definitely nice to get up to that, I think, 150 inventory spot. It definitely was lacking, and if you've got the ability to, make pocket dimensions and stuff, I don't know why you would stop at just a few. Speaking of just a few, I've only got a few more of those crystals left. What do you call these? Power shards. Gotta go around, find some more slugs. So, probably do an exploring episode not too long. Just go out, kill a bunch of stuff. I got homing ammo now, so bunches of it too. I got a few thousand on me. Yeah, 2,663 homing ammo. And guys, I gotta say, this has been one of the funnest things here. Is this blueprint for a hyperloop cannon? Just being able to shoot you, it's so fast, and you get to fly around in the sky. You just press spacebar every once in a while, keeps you your momentum and your altitude, so you actually move pretty fast, and you can kind of change your directions. It's easy to fly. But one of the funny things is You come in over here, and now it looks like there's nothing. It takes a second for the game to load all these. You do need circuit boards, though. Yeah. Yeah, so I've got these just cranking out. I think one's making computers, and the other's one of those fancy modules, adaptive control units. That's the one. And again, I got all this wiring coming in. Actually, I'm going to take as much of this as I can. You can see even with 150 spots, my inventory continues to get clogged up full of junk. Throw it in here, and that's pretty much how I've gotten all these coupons. Is every once in a while I'll just snag a bunch of junk that I don't actually need for anything, and then just throw it in the sink. Over here, just see, oh yeah, look at those numbers tick down. I love that. 36,000 a minute, not too shabby. So as you can see, kind of upgraded out here as well. I've got 3 of these big bad boys. Oh, goodness gracious. The manufacturer's taken so many different items, it's hard to keep track of them. So, as you can see, the stackable conveyors, I'm so glad I got into doing this. Really, number one, it looks pretty good. I'm pleased with that. I don't really have OCD or anything, but dang, that tickles my fancy right there. And got all these bad boys making that automated wiring out of stators and cable and all that BS. What you got back here? Bunch of heavy modular frames. These are just leftover modular engines. Just leftovers, you know. And, oh yeah, this monstrosity. So, to help facilitate all of this, I needed to get things piped into the back of this. So, I went ahead, I threw in these pillars, put a little platform on top, and now I've got piped in the steel pipes. Along with that, I took the quick wire and copper wire manufacturing from over there, did the same thing with platforms going all the way across, and I have it in a smart splitter right here. So quick wire and copper coming in. Luckily, I was able to unlock these conveyor belt holes on the wall here. So yeah, pretty nice. I'm actually I don't think it looks good by any stretch. This whole thing is terrible, but it is actually quite functional. All this is like filled up all the time. I also went ahead and down here I added in a couple more smelters, a couple more, you know, constructors, and it's not too bad. I've got a lot of splits and mergers and all that stuff, so it's reasonably, I wouldn't say efficient, but it is very productive. I've got stuff coming out all the time, so it's worthwhile, but it doesn't look good. This is still going to be a huge project, and honestly, with 1.0 coming out in like 2 weeks, I don't think I'm actually going to fix any of this stuff. I'm just going to wait 1 month after 1.0 maybe, start up a new series, want to make sure all the bugs are worked out and all that jazz. But after having played this, I mean, I think it will tell me. Play duration 156 hours on this file. 156 hours on this file alone. And like I said, I am very ready to just like start a whole new one. And I'm going to do it in a totally different place. I think that's going to be one of the fun things about it is I'd love to start like way over here. There's so much of the map that I have never explored. As you can see, this is the most I've ever done. I've never ever in any of my playthroughs gone all the way out over here. I don't know what the rest of this looks like in all honesty, so pretty excited to explore some of that. And funny story, so up here where that launcher was that I used earlier, you can actually land on the back of this giant manta ray thing and just kind of float around. Yeah, it is not worth it at all. It moves super slow, and it just kind of goes in a very lazy circle around my base here. It's a nice attraction, but completely useless. And let's see. All my copper stuff over here is still looking pretty good. Same thing, I got another mass of it that way. And I don't think too much else, honestly, has changed. I've got my concrete stuff piped in, so I've got my encased industrial beams. And along with that, yeah, I think that's just about it. Most of this is coming in. It's not getting sunk in anymore, so it's just getting made purely into wire, which honestly, I should split. Yeah, because this gets like chunked up. This is too much is coming out. It's slowing down all my manufacturing. I should pipe in another one. Is it worth it? Should I work it? I mean, realistically, I've got so much stuff in my base already. I don't care about this coming in any faster. Yeah, like that's kind of where I'm at in this game. Is what's weird. I know most of the players that have this amount of time in the game are all excited about efficiency and doing everything. I'm making 100,000 computers per minute in Satisfactory. I don't care about that. Realistically, I just want to be able to have all the stuff, play the game, and like not be bound by not having access to items. But at the same time, what do you use computers for? Like super high end stuff, and you never need more than like 10 at a time. What's one of the nicest things? A blender. Okay, I don't have access to that because I don't have anything that's aluminum yet. Like I said, that's going to be an episode coming up here. But refinery, I could build couple dozen of these easily enough. I mean, hundreds with all my base here, so it's kind of whatever. Yeah, for a while, I think I made 30 Blade Runners and then just threw them all in the Awesome Sink because I had a bunch of stuff in my inventory I wanted to get rid of. Yeah, so like I said, I think this is going to be a shorter episode. Don't have a whole lot going on this one. Kind of just going to do a little AFK, let things build up. Yeah, I want to be able to go ahead and buy everything from the Awesome Shop. We're not too terribly far away from it. Probably 20 minutes, maybe an hour of doing some AFK. And if I wanted to, I could just throw in a bunch of like computers and stuff. Like just here. Go ahead. Do it for the clicks, right? A couple stacks of these. And just watch this number shoot up. It'll probably be in the multiple millions of points. It's not even going to be able to. There you go. 3.57 million. No, it's 35,000. Come on. Refresh. I've already gotten 4 tickets. So this is something I learned earlier. If you have tickets sticking out the machine, but more available, when you hit print, it just resets the number. Yeah. Interesting. Probably don't see that all that often. It can't even like calculate right now how much it's at, points per minute. That's hilarious. And now it's not going to be doing that because that's Mark IV conveyor belts for you. They just rip and tear right out of your supply of whatever you're putting in this. And I gotta say, I'm such an idiot. It took me so long to realize that you can do these lifters going down. So I have the container on the top feeding into the one on the bottom, which goes into the sink. So anytime I can just come over here, land on top of it, throw in stuff, and it just zincs it right down to the bottom into the sink. I love this setup, and it's more expandable too. You can do this super high. Yeah. And you can put stuff in the bottom too. So yeah, it's great. You can really empty your inventory out that way. I assume some smart person in the comment section down below is going to go ahead and link some great idea on how I could really maximize it. Love to see it. I mean, as you can tell, I've got so much extra crap here. So my next big journey is going to be going and finding aluminum, screwing around with that. I've been watching some tutorials on it, so I'm reasonably tuned in. I could just take my points and buy some aluminum, buy Alclad or whatever, and skip past this milestone a little bit that way. I feel it's kind of cheaty, and realistically, it's not sustainable. So I think that's going to be it for today's episode. Like I said, short one. You didn't need to grab a drink or a snack, just a lot of coffee like I've had. Until next time, this has been Pat. We've been playing Satisfactory, and you have been awesome. Take care, everybody.